we can make a little bit of content of this. Like, as we kind of just wrapped up for the week at the moment, did you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, really about more or less anything we have done tonight?
You cut out again. I think
God
for the
damn it.
relevant part, like you guys have.
Um, did you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about things that transpired tonight? Because the end goal of this whole project is to help other people become more comfortable with the idea of GMing and running games and all of that other crap.
Um,
For the most part, my interests mostly lie in seeing how other people interpret the rules and play them out, because I've definitely gone through the books and I have my own ideas, but I don't know how they should work out.
Well, the good news is I throw a lot of rules away, as you may have seen tonight,
Yeah.
because they don't contribute. Like,
But
um,
yeah, my primary interest is just watching other people's characters do their things, getting first-hand look at how the rules for them operate before I decide to jump in on a character for that.
right. There's a lot of things that I do that are just in order to make the game faster. For example, if we had gotten into combat, I'm not going to stop you guys and be like, "Hey,
you cut out again just after you said "hey."
Hey,
I'm not gonna just be like "hey."
hey."
just hey, and then just stop. Just
Yeah, right.
Hold up there.
I feel like it gets caught on my end because it's like a Discord problem and not like a.
And you cut out again.
I feel like it's a Discord problem, not like a my recording problem.
Have you noticed it happened to any of us?
No.
Well,
Well, I talk a lot more than you guys talk though. Um. So like I don't want to stop you guys from doing stuff unless it's important. Like I interrupted the social roles to bring up the thing about the prejudice against trolls because the only reason that Ramirez was a troll is because you are prejudiced against trolls.
yeah, I
gotta
figured
bring that in.
Gotta bring it in exactly.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that. I meant to throw a troll against you when I was running a game too. It's good looking out. I have not used my my thrill seeking yet or my bad luck, but I haven't been rolling too badly, so I haven't needed edge.
In like an ongoing campaign kind of situation, I would totally have turned more of your random street racing into actual things. But for the sake of brevity and keeping things moving, I didn't.
No, that's a wise choice. The first campaign I ran, one of my players was an obnoxious street racer, and he would just grind everything to a halt when he's like, "I need to street race right now." I fucking hated it.
Nah, it wouldn't be that serious, but it would have been like, oh yeah, you're gonna street race this guy? Okay, roll. Let's see what happens. Um, which could then result in all kinds of terrible things. Um,
You crash and die.
exactly.
I fully expect Wax Powertrain to crash and die. I built him to like burn too hot and too bright.
And that's why I have my own car.
That's a smart decision. The so rather than like stop you guys for every little side thing to penalize you, I just kind of make them up on my own end. Like, um, rather than stopping you from shooting somebody to hit you with range and light and wind, I'll just give my guys more bonus defense dice.
Yeah.
I operate on a lot of inter GM player trust and communication, where it's like, okay, here's I trust that you guys aren't going to try and break the game. You guys trust that I'm not going to screw you over. So like in a situation where you're like, why does this guy have 12 defense dice when he's just like a nobody ganger? It's like, well, he starts with 3 and 3, so that's 6. He's behind some cover that gives him 2 more, and you're using a pistol at medium range in the dark of night. We'll give him some extra dice. Unless it's like super dramatically appropriate, like if some dude is running away with your cyber arm that he stole off of you and you're trying to take a shot at him with your offhand, it'll be like, okay, you're gonna lose 2 dice for your offhand. He's down the hallway. Don't forget your wound penalties. you know, to make that shot as dramatic as possible.
I think if this dude got my arm off and started to run away in the first place, he can have it. I don't want to tangle with him anymore.
It's like I've been disarmed,
You got bigger problems.
right?
Hey, you think I could summon a spirit to carry that box out?
You could try.
That would be a great idea. That
That's
would
a great
absolutely be a
idea.
fantastic idea. I 100% support this.
So much better than any idea we've had so far.
I'm just thinking, like, I got spirits, so maybe they'll want to help
Yes,
me out.
you do. You've got spirit.
Um, that's like one of the other things. Like here, the big opposition you guys face is not the security guards. It's the raw logistics of moving a 500-pound box from point A to point B.
And we're all like humans and elves. There's not a beefy person among us.
We need to steal a truck. We need a truck and roll
There
it
are
up.
forklifts everywhere. I'm telling you, bro. I got this. I can drive that forklift.
And you guys can, like, we have established
Trick
that
out that forklift. I'm gonna like pop a wheelie on it.
Yeah, I was going to make a perception test to see if I could see any idle or unattended trucks around, and they just temporarily boost until we got the box off property.
there totally would have been like trucks that people left idling while they go get a piece of paperwork or something done, or left the back doors open while somebody loaded some stuff up.
All right.
But we
then.
haven't finished it yet, so don't give it all away.
Yeah, well, you guys, rather than like part of the reason I don't use maps and stuff is because I use a lot of tropes and cliches, as I'm sure you guys probably would have noticed. But like, rather than me sitting here describing you the docks with all the people and what they're wearing and all of that kind of stuff, I ask you what you would like to know, so that this way I can see where your train of thought is, and
React to that.
yeah, like I could have told you it's like, oh, there's 15 trucks out here, but that doesn't matter because you guys aren't doing anything with trucks right now. And then
Yeah, I like that. I like that take on the perception check. Sort of, what do you want to see? What are you looking for? Then, like, maybe you do see that, or maybe you see something slightly different.
I cheat because I don't know if it's there.
It also saves on the overall bookkeeping. Be like, oh yeah, there's X amount of trucks out here. They're A,
Mhm.
B, and C brands. This one is attended. This one is not. This one is another plant from a crime syndicate.
It's not necessarily cheating. It's just sort of, you can't think of everything.
Yeah,
Sometimes the players have really good ideas about that sort of stuff. And just because they had that idea doesn't. It's not like I'm going to say, like, Bamce, do I see, an idle forklift that has 6 stim patches and an assault rifle just lying on it?
no, you don't.
All right then, cool.
Can we cast movement on the box?
You could, but since the box by itself is not inherently capable of movement,
Inert
it sits
box.
there. But it sits
But
there
it
really
can-
fast.
Yes. It can inert at a higher multiplier.
Exactly.
Playing anything by 0, right?
The world exploded. Damn it. Oh, that's dividing by 0, not multiplying. But yeah, no, that's kind of how I run a lot of things, where it's like, oh, did you get a lot of hits, and how many of your hits contribute to the thing? Because let's say you got like 6 hits, so in a simple situation where it's like I'm just kind of looking around to see what I can see, I usually let people ask like 6 questions. But in a situation where you're looking for something that doesn't really fit the scene, I might use more of those hits to make that part of the scene. Or if you can spin me a good reason why it makes sense. That's why a lot of my descriptions of things went the Star Trek way, like we mentioned, where it was like, it's like this, kind of like because we all know what that looks like.
Mhm. Okay, well, I'm gonna be taking off since we're on. I have no more questions.
Sure.
All right, good game, everyone. It was fun.
Excited to.
Can't wait to do
finish
it
this
again.
up. Yeah, next Saturday.
And I would like to thank you, everybody.
Appreciate you coming. I know it's late wherever you are, Andres.
No problem.
Everyone have a good night. I'm logging off too.
Yep. Thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
very much. Good night, you too.
See you guys.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.